Solis. Or Solis, I believe it's actually pronounced. Now, as you can see, it does say continue here instead of new game. So I did play about an hour of this yesterday, and then unfortunately I realized that my microphone was really quiet. So what I'm going to do is jump back into a new game. I've only played about an hour of it. I have watched previous gameplay, but it was a really long time ago, and I've pretty much forgotten most of what's going on. But for about the first hour, I'm probably just going to speed walk through it. But I would like to replay the game and actually properly record it, so let's go. Courage is not the lack of fear, it is acting in spite of it. Mark Twain. That's a good saying.
So, you hated it?
I wouldn't say hate, I wish he had done more.
How could he possibly have done more? They were surrounded by zombies.
Regardless, I'm caught up now, so it's time for a new show. I believe it's your pick.
I'm taking my time with this one.
Just like that hull.
It's looking a lot better since I got up here.
Is that before or after you spent a week fixing it?
These weather patterns are getting worse. Most of our jobs now are repairing weather damage.
Yeah, I really hadn't noticed.
Then again, being stuck with you for cycle rotation is just as exciting.
It could be worse. You could be stuck with some...
Jack? You cut off then. What were you saying?
The alarm at Solis is triggered.
Solis? That relic?
Manually initiated? I've never seen a manual one.
To think you wanted to spend your last shift watching me do all the heavy lifting.
Jess, I am on vacation the minute tomorrow's shuttle arrives. I'll contact them and see if it's a false alarm.
Well, how do you expect them to reply without power?
If they respond, then it's a false alarm.
OMG, you're so smart.
You see, this is why I should pick the shows from now on.
Is this about the zombies?
I wouldn't possibly have any idea what you mean.
I knew it!
Fort Solis. This is Jack Leary, senior engineer, responding to your alarm. Please come in. Jack Leary, responding to Fort Solis alarm. You have everything okay over there?
Anything?
No. Weird. To trigger the alarm and not respond.
It's a stone's throw from here. Why don't you check it out?
People who use that expression don't normally apply that logic to Mars.
That vacation can't come soon enough.
I'm heading down now. We can take the LTV.
I need to repair this hull before the storm gets worse. I think we have an hour or so before it hits.
Okay, I can pick you up on the way back.
Because of course you've got to split up. I can't remember what year this is set in, but she said OMG. I wonder if we'll really talk like that. In however many years this is set in the future.
I've switched comms frequency, Jess.
No problem. I'll finish up here, and then if you're not back in time, I can take the HTV.
Roger that. Jack out.
How many times do I have to tell you this isn't the military? Okay, it's fine.
Roger that.
Don't get lost.
Ooh, I don't know, man. I think I want a buddy system. Anywhere like this, going out on your own. I don't think so.
set course for Fort Solis.
Calculating.
Jack Leary, senior engineer en route to Fort Solis. The Planum Quadrant responding to an alarm. Suspected power failure. Await further information.
Recording submitted.
Okay, I'm heading to Solis. Keep an eye on that storm.
I doubt it'll pass me by unnoticed.
One thing about this game is that the graphics are phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. And I played a whole hour of it and I got to experience it, and now I'm going to do it all over again. Sorry, that's my bird in the background. I don't have a soundproof setup, so you might hear him chirp and hopefully not scream. It'd be so cool to go on Mars. Just to go into space would be cool. Horrifying, but cool. Bad shit happens in space though. I've seen too many horror movies.
Solis? Jack Leary here. Entering your perimeter. Do you copy? Solis is locked down.
Well, there goes your power theory.
Why would it be in lockdown?
System damage? Dare I suggest more weather damage?
Yeah, maybe, but lockdown seems extreme.
Is there no sign of security?
No, they must be done for the night. Storm's picking up here. How about over there?
Full swing here, so I've hopped in the HTV to keep you company.
Lovely.
It was that or nap the storm out.
I'm flattered.
And I can't nap with that noise, so you're plan B.
Chairman. Listen, I'm gonna head to the atrium. Make contact there.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I skip this in a couple of seconds when this quick time event happens, it's just because I suck at them. And it's just a little, yeah. It's embarrassing how bad I am at them.
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
There is no run button, it's just walk casually or walk mildly faster. Gotta set that atmosphere.
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
Nope. I've had this on way too long.
I've done that before. With my in my car, trying to reverse park and not realizing that my window is up. And hoping that nobody saw it. Alright, quick time event.
Looks like I'm climbing for now.
Climbing?
Well, the lift's out and the storm's on its way.
Roger. Over and out.
Oh, who's a cool kid?
Seriously though, make sure you're wired in. Weather is in full swing here. No idea why I even tried to repair the hull.
I think I did that 5 times yesterday. It was so bad. And I got distracted. Which happens
Has the storm
easily.
hit you yet? How are you getting on?
It's been a while since I was out in a storm. It still hurts. Weather resistance suits my ass.
I'll take that as a hard yes then.
This place really is a relic.
My controller is also really old, so it's not as responsive as it should be.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
What?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Time to quit beer?
More like climbing. Next time, I'm just cutting the door.
You had your tools and chose to climb.
Yes. Been a long day.
I hear that. Chapter 1, Dark Descent.
I'll head over to the atrium, see if anyone's home.
Nothing on local comms?
No.
Paint the picture for me?
What, of Solis? It's old school. Still got single structures.
You should feel right at home then.
It certainly doesn't look welcoming.
I'm saying nothing.
What I will say is, since I've already gone through this all yesterday, I have a little bit more clarity on, 1, what I'm supposed to be doing, but 2, I can sort of appreciate the view a little bit more just because this is pretty much my first time recording gameplay in years, and I'm speaking like a decade ago. So it was very awkward, you know, talking to yourself, talking to the computer. Is anyone going to watch this? I've got no idea. So it was very, very awkward.
Lockdown in effect.
Strange. The lock overrides are still on.
It's not strange. It's protocol when a lockdown is triggered.
Yeah, haven't you ever seen the movie Aliens? Or Alien? All of them.
Oxygen reserves are still active.
Well, the backup generator maintains oxygen levels. Did you think they just powered the lights?
Well, not anymore.
They all go through quarantine. And nobody listens.
Your comms just went local. Please tell me you didn't remove your helmet.
Oh, you know I don't like to wear it all the time.
I can't believe you actually removed it on site.
Standard issue. It's not as comfy as it looks.
I've always liked mine.
Well, I'm not drawing a dog on mine.
It's a frog?
Oh.
You don't have to do this. It's I got an achievement for it already, but because I've already played it, it won't come up. But for those that do want to,
Drinking on the job?
Nothing wrong with staying hydrated out here.
We both know that wasn't water.
You're not the one walking around in the dark.
nothing like a little bit of liquid courage.
Oh, would you look at that?
Is that directed at me?
They still use i5 nodes here.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at one now. I'm gonna hold on to it. Oh, Starwalk's in full swing here too.
They are amazing. People back home just can't imagine it.
A star is a star. What's the big deal?
This is why I go with Karen.
I do want to collect all those posters too.
Hell of a storm on the way.
I haven't actually looked at what they sort of tell you in the menu. It's just extra details, I'm assuming. Little.
Well, this is spooky.
Why?
The place is lifeless.
Are you sure you're at the right place?
I mean, I think so.
Maybe best to grab the schematics. Just to confirm, I can access the site files from here.
Good idea.
Let me know in the comments if you actually want me to read things out, or if you'd rather just read them yourself, or whichever. I'm happy to read them out, I don't mind. If not, you can always pause, take a read of it. This early sort of stuff isn't that important, I found. Some of the later stuff is definitely more interesting. But for now, I'll just pop them up. You can read them if you want.
I may be running late, but I can assure you it's not because I lost track of time decorating my helmet. Call signs matter. I had a thought about one for you. Ready? A bear. It matches your mood. See you down there in 5.
Charming.
I know you said this isn't the format for it, but you never answer your phone. I'm in the canteen. I already know the answer to this, but do you want me to bring a beer up to the wreck? I'm grabbing a snack. Let me know. Maybe even record a log back. Wouldn't that be fun?
So I don't actually know their relationship either. I don't know if they're friends or if they're together. Explore that further once we get more into it.
It worked.
What did?
The i5.
No, be careful handling those. They were replaced for a reason.
How do people solve these?
I'm sure you can solve this, but I'm not going to because I'm terrible with Rubik's Cubes. I'm sure you'll just get an achievement or something. But, yep, I'm not even going to attempt. I forgot about that, actually.
Same tactic as me. Can't miss birthdays.
Really?
You literally said, "Don't get me anything."
That sounds nothing like me.
What's that date? It's 0807.
It's worth a try. Bingo.
Managed to find a key card?
And I thought I was old.
You are old. No one has said bingo since 2030.
That's 5 years from now. And I can assure you we'll still be saying bingo. Alright, so to everyone based at Fort Solis, please can all staff take extra care during storm season when on the surface of Mars. Storms are more frequent and can cause serious accidents. Please follow the appropriate safety measures when suiting up. Thanks. And Adam Hoskins, the site manager. As we approach storm season, all employees are reminded of all ongoing 15% reductions in healthcare plans for a limited time. Please contact your resident medical officer. Yeah, these aren't too... All residents are to remain mindful of the power issues throughout the base. Please adhere to the safety protocols in place. I do kind of like how you're just looking over the shoulder of the screen as well. It can be a little bit awkward to read though.
That'll help me access the lower levels.
I can't remember how big this map is either. It was ages ago that I watched part of this. It is a bit slow to get into as well.
Yeah, it would be rude not to.
I only played this yesterday and I've forgotten that was even there. I got the memory of a freaking goldfish.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my boo. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, how cute.
Try hard.
This is why you're divorced.
I'm sure Patricia wouldn't list that as the only reason.
So he's divorced.
I haven't seen one of these in years.
So I wonder who they're in. Yeah, they're very familiar with one another. And I didn't get far enough yesterday to see if anything sort of grew from it. Really pretty though.
It's so creepy when everyone's off.
We spend most of our time alone fixing sites in space.
Never alone with a phone.
That's gratitude for you. You could do a lot worse.
Look at that little guy go.
How's the search going?
It's ongoing.
Yeah, sounds it.
I would have done the same thing.
I'm going to head down to the B levels and check there.
Okay.
Well, that's new. Still no sign of anyone. What could they be?
Maybe they're cursed to forever walk the surface of Mars feeding on brains.
Are we back on this?
I'm just saying his sacrifice was heroic. I'm glad to see chivalry isn't dead.
Yeah, but he did die?
How romantic.
If I look like what I know what I'm doing, that's only because I did this yesterday. When I get to the place where I don't know what I'm doing anymore, I'm sure you'll be watching going, what the hell are you doing? There might have even been things that I missed. It's not a good look, man.
In my youth...
Were we even up here back then?
Well, he doesn't look too old. What is he, like 40s? Yeah, 40s, surely. Not that bad. It's all downhill from your 30s, man.
Benny thinks someone is on to us.
Yeah, he dropped me a message saying he told them it was you.
What? Yeah, if only they knew. I can barely use it with credits.
It's the perfect crime.
Indeed. Remember that time you hit a 7-ball on Chris? He lost his mind.
I think it was long gone before that.
Yeah. Too many solo jobs out here.
You found a table?
I love pool. Pool's fun. Can't say I'm good at it, but...
Still got it.
It must go for a walk when we play.
Yeah, in my Boston heyday, I could have given you a game.
Sure.
I'd never get out of that with my back.
Spoken like a true
Dead
dude
man's
in their
hand.
40s.
That's all I need.
Or 30s.
At least Solar had a more engaging premise.
Dead Solar.
Yeah.
It was just an idiot clearly searching a haunted station. I just heard it.
Huh. Oh, for the record, I'm not searching. I'm investigating.
I don't know, man.
I think this is the only time I've ever seen a rec room empty.
You finally have that peace and quiet you always wanted.
Not quite how I imagined it.
Still no sign of anyone.
Not a soul.
There should at least be an officer around.
Yeah. I'll keep looking.
Okay, I'll try and access the records from here. See who the officer on duty is.
Okay. Hello?
Made contact?
Maybe with the shadow of a fridge.
I think you may have been up here too long.
I don't know, man. That kind of looks like someone sitting down. Kind of.
Guess what I found?
Am I actually supposed to guess?
Well, you remember when we first came up here? Before they started arguing over the territory?
Yeah.
They still have one of those old Earth Force flags.
What?
Well, not that. I think it was called Earth Expedition Force.
It wasn't that either, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, they still have theirs.
And where did you find that?
In a supply room.
Why are you in a supply room?
I miss peanut butter. Took a chance.
Priorities. What are you doing?
I'm resetting the lock.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
What if someone's hurt? It's justified.
That's not how it works at all, but... Okay.
The most logical place for them to be is their quarters.
Makes sense.
Looks cozy.
Life of luxury for some, I guess.
How do you know? You can't even see it.
It's hard to be worse than the engineering shack at Minor.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I don't know, man. If I went into a place like this and there was nobody to be seen, I think I'd be walking out. If I was on my own.
Taylor is becoming increasingly hostile to the work we're trying to do here. He doesn't understand the people we can save. We're so close now. I can feel it. The storms are coming, but once the season passes, we should be able to ship Compound 26 to other sites. It's funny, really. Today I was asked if the cost of our work, if the toll that it's taken was worth it. It's a small price to pay.
So I still don't really know what they were doing on here.
Never seen anything like that.
But that's Compound C26. So are they like making plants on Mars? With the soil? I don't know, man. Sounds dangerous. Alright. Hi Helen, once again we are having issues with escaped bees. Not for the first time this month. They have somehow infiltrated a colleague's suit. Could this please be looked at, as it's making certain team members rather uncomfortable? Thanks. Torsten Schmidt. Helen, the new approach to phase testing has really helped us isolate the growth aspects of the candidate. Previous phases have been too aggressive. This allows us to focus on varying samples in isolation. I believe this will help lead the stronger batches in the immediate future. Anthony Garnier, botanist. Helen, just following up from our meeting this evening, I continue to stress concerns about the health of Nick's team. I fear you are not taking the issue seriously. I'm keen to discuss the matter further with you. Let me know when you have a moment. Thanks. Wyatt Taylor. So Taylor's the guy that was getting aggressive. Hi Helen, just checking in before tonight's run. If you could ping me over what you need, that would be great. Hello, it was great to see you earlier. Not many venture out to our shack. I have reset your password as requested. Sorry to hear about the login issues, but hopefully they are now resolved. Please remember to reset the password the first time you log in. Passcode 020. Yep. I did end up writing that down yesterday, but
what on earth is going on here?
I could barely hear that.
Yet.
I said, what on earth is going on here?
Honestly, I meant the monitor.
Ah.
Your helmet has a much better mic.
Yeah, nice try.
Signing off the week no more hopeful than we were at the start. The soil here, on the Solis Planum, continues to show encouraging signs of adaptation, but the plant life that interacts with it, however, seems to aggressively grow and expire. Almost like an accelerant. Our planet is dying. Just like these plants. We're running out of time. Tomorrow is a new day.
So I assume Earth is dying and they've come to Mars and they're trying to see if the soil can actually bear life. And it's aggressive and dies too quickly by the sound of it.
Progress, if you can call it that, has been rising since we introduced the new formula. The results we have now can buy us time to...
2, Helen. That's 2 now.
There's nothing to suggest it has anything to do with Compound 26.
Liar. They have been transporting this stuff for months.
I don't know what to tell you, Wyatt. It has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do here.
I have a duty here. And the work you're doing, it needs looking into.
Well, unless you have clearance, I don't see that happening.
People are getting sick, Helen. They're getting sick. How can you not see that?
Because it's not true.
This is confirmation bias, Helen, you know it.
Is this still on?
I really like how you didn't actually see him in that shot and he's just out of sight. The greenhouse. I'm sure we'll have to go to the greenhouse eventually.
I don't know if I could ever get used to that.
Used to what?
You know, the weather windows.
You mean the climate simulators?
Yeah, well, I prefer my name better.
Why am I not surprised?
So it's 2080, going by that calendar. Jeez. It's amazing to think about. No wonder Earth's dying.
Honestly?
I couldn't help myself.
I'm already down here with nothing but a helmet light. I don't need a soundtrack.
How's that helmet working out for you?
Just splendid.
Good to hear.
I still don't know how you even watch those old movies.
It's not easy, but it's worth it.
Because they're so good. I did not walk in here yesterday, and that in my headset, her doing that, scared the shit out of me just then. Friday the 13th, everyone. Now, where did I come from? Went into the canteen. I must have come from here. Go down here. It's actually quite dark. I can't see anything.
That's a shame. Place like this must have a secret room somewhere. That's a start. This should make getting around easier. They won't mind if I borrow it.
So that's level 1.
Whoa!
This takes me back.
So if we're in 2080 and they've still got records, vinyls, man, this would be seen like as an absolute relic. Cool though. We'll put that back in. I don't like it sitting out. Gotta keep it in good condition. I want a bag of that. It looks... Is it... food? Thirsty Martian? Food or coffee beans? It looks like a bag of coffee beans. I've been eating coffee out here too. I don't think we can get in any of these just yet. Oh, level 1. And I feel like I may have missed some stuff. Yes, I definitely didn't get that yesterday.
You remember that time we went to see No Escape?
Remember it? I'll never get those hours back.
Oh, what a show. Creepy.
I'm guessing a flickering light shadow demon.
Close. I think I'm looking at a face in the wind.
Okay, now I need to know.
Just some drawing I found.
Ah, yes. The scavenger hunt continues.
We've got Mars dirt.
Crazy what these samples go for back home.
Trillions of dollars, I bet.
Yes, I found a fellow believer of yours.
Oh, really? What did you ask them? What triggered the lockdown?
What?
Exactly.
Well, let's hope for my sake that isn't what actually happened.
I'm assuming that's something to do with aliens. Martians being on Mars. It just looks like a rock, but...
Acquired taste, I guess.
I can't quite see. I don't know if that's just... seaweed? Okay. To be fair, seaweed is delicious.
That's one hell of a nosebleed.
Yeah, I don't think that's a nosebleed. That's a lot of blood. Is that the one I just went in? Yes. That is the one I just went in. Turn your head.
Door locked.
Oh, okay. No, just me overanalyzing. I will do that. I will check every corner.
Hello? There is no one here.
Try the medical bay. There's always someone on duty. But what if an injury caused the lockdown? Records say it's Wyatt Taylor.
Roger.
I don't remember to get to. I'm terrible at reading maps. Stairwell. I know there was a medical bay. We'll figure it out. Not that way. And I do remember we will eventually get access to those rooms. I'm pretty sure we went in the supply. Yep, already went in there. Only thing I do wish is that there was a run button, but I'm assuming it's just for immersion. You set in the atmosphere. But I like when you can run and jump. I just played this yesterday and I've already forgotten pretty much everything.
That's odd.
What is?
The door, it's been sabotaged.
Sabotaged?
Something snapped the manual lever off.
Something?
Stop it, you know what I mean.
Sabotage.
Why would someone remove the power supply?
From the door?
Yeah. I have another i5 I can try.
Maybe not go in there.
Access denied.
These i5s, why did we stop using them?
The i5? They just became too unstable. Any surge would be dangerous. Why?
No reason.
Do not try to surge that door open.
I wouldn't dream of it.
And we have blood.
I think there may have been an incident here.
An incident? Well, what makes you think that?
Just a feeling I have.
A feeling? Well, is Officer Taylor there?
I'll check.
Yeah, a feeling. There's blood all over the floor. I do think this setup's really cool though. All your patient records. As someone who works in healthcare, some of this would be really, really cool to have. And a little bit of blood can go a long way as well. So it looks like a lot, but it might not actually be that much. And you can actually walk around with quite a lot of blood loss.
Remember when Tom got drunk and ate a soil sample?
I had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah. Has the game of truth or dare ever ended well?
He was in ISO for days. I can't imagine how he lasted 2 weeks in that room.
Me neither.
Contamination, I'm assuming from eating a sample. He would be in isolation. So this is pretty much where I got to before I ended
Asim,
up.
I'm putting this on the network as a reminder to both you and myself to please fix my video calling. It's great that I can talk to you, but I would like to talk to my family. So, let me know the status, thank you.
Yeah, so this is pretty much where I got up to before I realised that my mic was turned down and you couldn't really hear what I was was talking about. Not that I'm that interesting anyway, but this game is a little bit slow and a little bit quiet, so I'll try and fill it in as we go.
What happened here?
Yep, that's a bloody bandage and quite a few of them.
I found Officer Taylor's SIA.
He's not in it.
If he was in it, then I would have found Officer Taylor.
Why would he take it off?
I think maybe he was injured. The blood on this suit matches the waiting room.
Okay, do one final sweep and we just call the search over. It doesn't feel right.
Agreed.
I don't know, man. I don't even think I'd be doing the sweep. I think I'd just be going back out. Screw whatever happened here. Get the army guys in.
I'm not a kid. I don't need to be told that sometimes things just go bump in the night. And yes, I know that there are storms happening outside, but the storms, they don't make these sounds. I hear deliveries and activity at night. Something is going on here. And I need to find out what. So I will confront Nick about my findings tomorrow.
So Taylor's the doctor, and I don't know if he's losing it or if he's legit. I can't remember. But, you know, your doctor's the person that you want to trust. But if he's losing it, well, that ain't good. There's more blood everywhere. Alright, so hi Wyatt. Rest assured that the backup power maintains full support for all medical facilities on site. Our persisting power issues should not affect your department. Thanks, Adam Hoskins. Thanks for contacting Adam about access to the engineering sector. As per Officer Richardson's multi-tool access plan mandate, my team is not able to accommodate your request at this time. Happy to talk about it further in the canteen tonight. So these two do... he was going to talk to Nick, wasn't he? Okay. My colleague has left you a sample plan as requested on the A level of the greenhouse. Please let me know if it's satisfactory. So that's Helen. That's the two that don't get along. You know I'm not able to comment on the operations of other departments. I understand your concerns, but I can assure you nothing untoward is occurring on this site. Have you tried speaking to Helen about it? I really think that would help. Has a sim fixed your video calling? Let me know, Adam. I genuinely didn't know you could change the difficulty. They're talking about the chess difficulty, it says. Okay, so Taylor, what's he got to say?
I finally got to speak to Chris and the girls. It was good. Their smiles. Wish I could just bottle that up. I'm really looking forward to getting home back after this stint. I know that these medical logs are designed to aid our mental health, and should anyone actually monitor these things, I want you to know that as a medical officer, I concur. In theory. But in practice, I need to spend time with my family. That's what I really need. And not just watch them. I need to see them. Because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm watching them through a screen.
Yeah, it's very different.
I think these next 5 months are going to be a lot longer than I anticipated. Oh, and remind me to speak to Helen about getting Rachel a space plant, because that's what she wants.
So he's 5 months without family, and that's got to be hard on Mars, away from everyone, except for like the small team that you're working with, which, you know, when you're all locked in a bunker, can... If he goes crazy, no wonder.
The situation regarding site exposure is a growing concern. I've spoken with Tout numerous times, increasing safety regulations. Today wasn't good. One of Nick's staff was admitted after suffering from extreme dehydration and fatigue. We had to sedate him. His hands wouldn't stop shaking. And after the patient vomited blood, he was sent to Center Point for further treatment. They'll administer standard care for hematemesis. I strongly recommend it based upon the current situation here at DTPA, but unfortunately at that point it's... Either way, the incident has been reported. Something's going on here. And I need to find out what it is.
The cabin fever's setting in, man. But also, when you think about it, this small knit team of people, somebody gets sick or something happens, it's... people can panic, and then it just goes to shit.
Only one way to find out.
Have you found Officer Taylor?
Maybe. I'm going to take a look.
Panic is the worst thing that you can do. And that's the plan for Rachel. Something that frustrates me so much, actually, is when I'm watching a movie and people panic. It's... ugh. It sends me mental. Was there anywhere near? Yeah, was there anywhere back here?
Now I wish I had my helmet on.
You should always have your helmet on.
Haha! Well, that makes two of us. I wonder where that goes. What were they burning?
Probably all their medical waste. All their clinical biohazard stuff. I wish I had a cool incinerator at work. So it's to the surgery, I said. I see you. Where we came from. So this is the medical report. Dizziness, loss of balance, low blood pressure, needs to stay within radiation safety limits, potential radiation poisoning. Yeah, potassium iodide. So that's from Dr. Taylor. Irritable eye and dizziness on our second patient. Symptoms potentially caused by radiation exposure. Yep, potassium iodine. Yeah. So the planet, or the... whatever they're working with, the dirt, is obviously not distress. Please take additional care to support your team through the turbulent weather period. If any medical staff require support, don't hesitate to call on our fantastic resources. Yeah, that's not important. So, residents, many of you are aware of the exposure cases I treated last week. I request you please respect the limited surface access safeguards that are in place. I would appreciate you all leading by example and not participating in tonight's Star Walk if you are experiencing any of the symptoms outlined in my mail. Yeah, basically don't go outside and get the dirt on you. Well, I didn't mean to back out of that. Go back in there and... yeah, here we go.
Okay, some good news. I think my work here is beginning to pay off. Todd's team is finally beginning to listen to my warnings about exposure. They recorded higher rad levels at the site this week, and I've had to treat 2 of his staff for radiation sickness. Dawson is showing signs of hypotension, and Celine complained of dizziness. Current treatment is daily administration of potassium iodide. I'm pretty sure we caught it quick, but out of an abundance of caution, I'll go ahead and schedule a CT scan for Celine, just to rule out vestibular disorder. I just have no idea why these guys insist on working such long hours at the site. They know that it's against regulations. I just don't think that they're fully aware of the risks. But who knows? Maybe the taste of seaweed in their mouth will remind them to put their health first.
So that was what the seaweed was for. His acting is really, really good. Like the facial expressions.
Oh, I chose the wrong profession.
I thought I saw something on the floor there. No, I didn't. Alright, so let's go into surgery. There's radiotherapy.
Access granted.
That ain't good.
Jack?
It's the guard, he's dead.
What? An accident?
I'll take a look.
I mean, I guess that's an appropriate reaction.
No, I don't think this was an accident.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, those like stab wounds on his chest there.
Tag reads Richardson, security uniform.
Okay, now we know why security didn't greet you.
Perimeter checks complete. Weather damage minimal. Most of the crew have already departed for Center Point. I'm still exploring the unexplained damage to the drill bay exterior door. However, given that storm season is upon us, I'm not concerned about foul play at this moment. Due to the damage, the door is offline for maintenance, and I've asked Officer Hoskins to inform the residents to avoid any disruption.
Yeah, I really like the acting in this. It's really good. I'm assuming that's just the one we've already seen.
Okay, some good news.
Yeah. Oh, level 2. Do you think the security...
Officer Taylor isn't here.
Well, what the hell is going on there?
No idea. It's time we update Central.
I'm on it.
That's cool. I like all that stuff back there. That's awesome. Yeah, look, this looks like somebody went out.
down here.
Yeah, that's gotta be what? Someone stabbed in his chest. Or it looked like somebody had stabbed in his chest, anyway. Giving me some Dead Space vibes.
Okay, I've logged the update. It's time to head to the LCD.
There's a dude there? Yep. Something's gonna jump scare me. I just know it. Yep.
Agreed.
I saw that dude.
Jack, your helmet, get over there now!
I'm still in here!
You need to get over there now!
Oxygen levels reduced.
Jack, come in!
Contamination purge accelerating.
Answer me!
Oxygen levels reduced to 80%.
Jack!
Contamination
Come in!
sequence initiated.
I'm here.
Oxygen levels reducing. Oxygen levels reduced to 80%. Contamination
Jack,
purge
come in!
accelerating.
Oh, great.
That was weird.
Oxygen levels reduced to 80%. Contamination purge sequence initiated. Oxygen levels.
So you gotta press that down, not just twirl the stick.
Contamination purge.
What the hell is going on here?
Oxygen levels reducing.
Small spaces is all I need.
80%. Contamination purge accelerating.
Yeah, see, this isn't too bad as a small space, though. You can turn around in this.
Contamination purge sequence initiated. Oxygen levels Oxygen levels reduced to 80%. Contamination purge accelerating.
I'm waiting on a jump scare, man.
Contamination purge sequence initiated. Oxygen level reducing. Oxygen levels reduced to 80%.
I feel like this is the longest tunnel in the freaking
Contamination
world.
purge accelerating. Contamination purge sequence initiated. Oxygen level reducing.
And the panic that would set in with the oxygen levels, too. I'd be like,
Oxygen levels reduced to
you're not...
80%. Contamination purge
He's not that
accelerating.
tall, he could surely, like, run on his hands and knees, right?
Contamination purge sequence initiated.
Instead of, like, belly crawling.
Oxygen level reducing.
Maybe that's just me, because I'm so small.
Finally.
To 80%. Contamination purge accelerating. Contamination purge sequence initiated. Oxygen levels reducing.
What happened? Are you contaminated?
I'm not sure there was a contamination.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure.
What?
Someone was down there with me. I'm heading back up to the surface level now.
Down there with you? Who?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's the doctor. Because he was in, like, white clothes. Like, what you'd be in under, like, your overalls. And he'd taken his off.
What now?
Airlock breach.
Airlock breach. Get your helmet on.
Jesus. All this running after just drinking a beer? Get your helmet on, man.
Airlock breach detected.
Oh shit, that was a hand back there. That was definitely a hand.
What's happening?
Something's gonna fucking jump up, man. Oh, yep. Oh, that looks like Helen. That's that. Yeah, it's Helen.
Officer Dunpart. Who's that?
Helen Dunpart,
Yeah, Helen.
senior botanist.
Jess, contact Central. Tell them there's an incident here.
Yeah, see, there's
An
more stab
incident?
wounds.
What kind of incident?
Something is going on. She's multiple stab wounds.
What?
Contact Central. Tell them it's a violent act incident. Have them send aid. Her helmet was damaged. She couldn't breathe, but she made the journey anyway.
Which means she's been alive the whole time that we've been here, too.
Jess, how many people are in Solis?
The system lists 6. Mining crews stop during storm season. Those there are for research and cycle maintenance.
She never had a chance. What was she running from?
Yeah, good question. Psycho with a knife.
What the hell is going on, Jack? You need to leave and let Central
Shut it.
handle it.
What was that? Let me
Jess,
be
I
blind.
can't just leave. I need to remove the lockdown and access the security cameras. I can check through the buildings that way.
That sounds like a safer compromise.
What a night.
You need to let Central respond. One sweep and then you're out of there.
I'll use the cameras to locate them, then I'm gone.
Okay.
Where's the generator located?
East of the atrium. A straight shot from there to the maintenance unit.
The airlock breaches sealed the outer door until I left the lockdown. Is there another way to the maintenance unit?
Okay, according to the layout, you can take the drill bay hangar door, and that should bring you out in front of the maintenance unit.
Drill bay hangar, got it.
You can access it from the service tunnel from the stairwell.
Roger.
Alright, we're up to chapter 2. I got further than I did yesterday, so I think I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching if you did, and yeah, hopefully I'll continue this, and hopefully you guys will continue watching me go through it as well. And sorry about the awkwardness again. This is the first time I've done it in such a long time. It's a bit awkward just talking to my computer screen. I don't know if I'll ever sort of stream or anything like that. I guess it just comes with time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 2 hopefully. Alright? Toodles.